the two tops have to decide. Well, the bottoms have to decide truth, dare, or take a shot, and the two tops can figure out who they want to divvy out the punishment to. So somebody's gonna take a shot.
So McGrady,
y'all got the pen?
Truth, dare, or shot?
Everybody got the pen?
My baby just went to the gym, so he don't take no short.
Dare. Who went to the gym?
Ooh, dare.
Oh, he tried.
Oh, we recording. Ooh. Right.
I dare you to. I dare you to moon us.
Yeah, now you can go ahead.
Oh!
You been working out too?
You can go ahead.
He been working out too? You gonna get some?
Don't do it in front of me!
Oh!
Wait, he just came from the gym. This might be kind of.
Let's see.
Come on, baby.
We ready.
Lord Jesus.
Yes. Trey, you can't be watching. You married.
He likes strip.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All you gotta do is just move.
What are you
doing? Yes, ma'am.
I have my glasses off. Do it again. I have my glasses off.
All right, it has been a beautiful time with all you guys here on the Culture Club. It has been so fun.
Wes, we're gonna miss you.
Lies.
Bye.
We're gonna miss you.
Am I in?
We out.
You and him.
If my lips gloss popping,
Girl, sit down.
Yeah, for the lip gloss. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the gloss.
Can we all say goodbye to the fans?
To the supporters, yeah.
Oh, am I in?
Y'all, all
You
y'all.
in there,
You in
Jeremy.
there.
Yeah.
You in there.
Yeah, you in. I don't know. So what you want to say, Jeremy?
This won't be the last time we're gonna film. It just won't be here in Orlando. But we thank everybody who has supported us, all of our followers. We love you all. And Wes, I just gotta say thank you for everything, for all the lives, all the people that you've touched. And I thank God for Trey.
AJ, stay here while I find us dinner, okay? Tell me you understand.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's okay. I'll stay close. Don't worry, you'll see me right through the window. Just look for my hat.
Oh no! Oh, they're not gonna do this to me. Oh!
AJ!
Oh my God!
Get away from him!
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in to Aconnectiontv. Subscribe, baby. Also, check out my two new channels, Aconnectiontv 2 and ACTV Games. When you go through those channels, subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell.
Like, Dwayne and I have had this conversation before, and I've told him, long as it's not current. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's in the past, but if you ask, I mean, just be honest. Like, you can't do it. That was in the past. That was before you. Why lie about it? Like, it's okay.
Okay. I think it's only necessary for you to know who I fucked if you are in the circle of individuals that communicate with you now. And if I'm calling you my partner and then I introduce you to somebody and y'all have had extracurricular activities going on or whatever the case may be, then maybe at that particular point should you know. What do you think?
I think I should know.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If my partner asks me, did I sleep with that person? If we're in a hardcore relationship, you have the right to know.
Right.
Okay.
And I have the right to know because I'm going to ask.
Okay.
So it goes both ways.
Because I had to deal with you.
I mean, but why though?
Yeah.
I mean, but like honestly, like why? Because first of all, what would I have done to even make you ask that in the first place? That's number one. And number two, I mean, why would you ask that? And number two, like if it's in the past and I'm with you, why does it matter if I say no or not? What's going to change? Nothing, except for your insecurity has been fulfilled.
Okay.
But you can say yes or no. Like if you didn't, you didn't, and it's
That's
true. Over. But it's like,
But it casts doubt. It's like why? It's like why are you thinking about?
Like, Why? Wait, what would make
if
you
I
ask
messed with that person?
Probably because the stuff that the person is posting on Instagram that you're friends with, or the comments that are the comment exchange between the two.
Now, if in that case, then yes, you have a right to know.
Interesting.
Your partner should not be posting.
I will.
Things and come in and allowing those comments in his inbox or whatever.
I don't think that you should be fulfilling nobody's insecurity. If I've been with you for this long, and I don't care if they talking at the mouth about we had sex 10 years ago.
I will say this
it
though.
doesn't matter.
I will say this: do not allow someone's post to give you a prejudgment of who they are.
Right.
Because people think that I have sex all day long because of my Instagram, and I promise you I don't. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. My right hand knows Curtis more than somebody's ass does. Mm-hmm. So the next question is,
I can't say the same.
Chris I Rock.
We're gonna say Chris Rock. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Are you afraid of intimacy? Sex is sex, but do you all have the ability to be open, honest, etc.? This is something I'm currently struggling with as I've been single for some time now, working on me, and now I'm scared to give in that way. So are you afraid of intimacy?
Okay. Be you, especially. Well, don't give it all away if you're just dating somebody. But if you're really interested in someone and you're in a relationship, keep it spicy. If you like certain things and you may think that that person might like it too, keep it spicy. Be yourself. Don't hold back, because things that you think, oh, well, he might not like that, he might enjoy.
Right.
Or she might enjoy. So.
Okay. Anybody else want to answer?
I say don't be. I think the question kind of calls back to kind of being afraid to love. You could be. I feel like I feel like intimacy with someone is kind of on the edge of love. I mean, I know, can it? Because I think I've never had an intimate sexual experience with someone that I was just hooking up with. I've always had that with someone I've been talking to for a minute, and I kind of. We kind of developed kind of a thing. But I think that you shouldn't be afraid to be intimate with someone. You can do you all day, but you can do you, but you still have to be able to, you have to trust yourself to know, okay, well, I trust this person, so I can open up to this person. And don't be afraid to fail, because it's unfortunately, it's just life. It's going to happen. Right. So don't be afraid to fail, and if that person betrays you, and I'm not saying they will, but if that person does, then it's okay. Pick yourself back up and start over. But also be careful who you open yourself up with too.
Okay. And that's an important fact, because some people are, they're very open, and they try to be really intimate with someone who's just wants a one night stand.
Exactly.
And then their feelings get hurt.
Exactly.
And so, if that's your situation, if you've had that happen to you and your heart has been broken, and now all you're doing is having sex, and now it's really difficult for you to become intimate with someone that you're interested in, just try to get to know the person a little bit better, and you will become a little more vulnerable with that person. And once that trust is established, you will become more intimate with that person.
All right. So the next question is, do you all think it's important to be single for a certain amount of time in order to know one's self? Or can you come to one's self-awareness through or with somebody else?
The only way you can have self-awareness with someone else is if that person's open to giving you the amount of space that you need. Because you will never ever figure that out if you're with someone who's not willing to give you that. So I think because you need that space, you need that time to think on your own to say, okay, what do I need to do? And I think that if that person is okay with you saying, I need to take a break, just give me some space for a little minute. If that person's okay, then do it. But if not, I think you do need to establish the time to take to think about yourself, because you always, no matter who you with, you're always gonna have to do what's best for you.
All right.
So
you gotta be single.
Yeah,
right, you gotta be single.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's honestly, you honestly kind of have to do. You have to be single, unless that person, like I said, open enough to do that, which 98% of people aren't.
Right.
Yeah. If you have to say that I need to take a break to work on myself, you need to be single.
You need to be single.
Right.
But certain people come into your life where they can help you explore who you are and get yourself together. It might not be the person for you, but they're the person in that season for you.
Right. But then again, that person might be thinking that you're selfish because you're just thinking about yourself.
All right, y'all better go ahead with these questions. Miss Sherry _ Street Smart wants to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents? And we'll give that question to Dale.
My mom was not very strict at all. I did not grow up with my father in the home, but my mom wasn't very strict. But she kept me super busy, and my family kept me busy. I was in choir, I was in this, I was in that, and so I have to say I was the firstborn male, so I didn't have that many restrictions. At 16, 17, I was on the train in Greenwich Village, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. What about you, Dwayne? How strict were your parents?
My mom wasn't strict, but she was structured. You know, it wasn't more so you have to do this, you have to do that, but there were certain ways that she would suggest us do certain things. So I would say probably maybe like a 7. Because even though she instilled so many things, it wasn't a bad thing though, because she instilled a lot into us, but at the same time she allowed us to make mistakes. So, and that was how we learned, you know, from those mistakes. And because we made those mistakes, that's how we were able to be who we are today. So it really wasn't like, you gotta do this, and you know, you can't do this. It was more like, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And when you make the mistake, you're gonna realize what I told you. Then now you just gotta pick yourself up and do it, you know, do it the proper way. So about a 7 in a good way.
Okay. Next question.
Wait, I want to answer.
I want to answer that too.
Can I answer?
Sure.
My mom was a bitch.
Oh.
And I've told her this. My brother told her this.
You're so excited.
Exactly. She know about it, so I can say it. She know. My mom was really strict. Like we couldn't do a lot of things, and everything had to be by her book. That's how she operated her house. Even with my dad, to this day it has to be by her book. And we've told her this, like you act like a total bitch. But in that, I give praise to my mom because she kept us in this house. She kept us in the house. She kept us we did sports and stuff. But like after hours, have your ass at home. You can't go. No walking the streets. No this, no that, no that. Stay in church. Get your education. No bringing home seeds. Any failing grades. And with that, like especially in my neighborhood, all of the kids in my neighborhood are still living at home. So I thank my mom for keeping us in the house and getting our education and structuring us. You know, I was like, you were a bitch when we were growing up, but I appreciate you because you put us on that right path.
I was gonna say, didn't you just go home recently? You calling your mama a bitch?
I said when I was growing up, she was a bitch.
Oh, okay.
They gonna gather you together.
She still raised hell now, but I tell her about herself. You gotta calm down. Everything can't be about you. She's a Scorpio. And
yeah, Scorpios could be a mess.
Mine was, I had a fluctuation.
I'm sorry.
Actually. So from birth to from birth to me being about 14, I was very my mom died when I was 11, so I was the only child, and my parents spoiled me to death, and it was really funny because I grew up strict holiness. Like my mom didn't wear makeup, she didn't wear pants. They didn't believe in ears being pierced, nothing like that. But it was mainly for women, honestly. But that's a whole nother story. So I grew up very strict holiness, but I think my parents never really believed in it, so to speak. My mama knew I was a whole queen when I was younger. But once my mom died, me and my dad never got along. Ever. Up until recently, we just started getting along. And me and my dad never got along. And once my mom died, for a couple years, he felt really bad for me, I could tell. Because he was really nice to me after that. Because my dad was never really nice to me before that. And after my mom died, the level of strictness was kind of, the same. And then after that, by those 3 years, he met my stepmom. And it went, boom. My dad got really strict on me. And especially like with school, my dad wanted me to play football. He just wanted me to be the boy that, and I think that upset him too. So he was really strict on me about these type of things, and which I don't think was fair because I never was allowed to he never really supported me in what I wanted to do. I was a musician. My dad, he came, but he never really supported me in that. he told me I would never be anything if I became a musician.
Wow.
Yeah, so my dad, he was an asshole, a complete asshole.
Ooh.
But, you know, I'm grabbing my Bible on that too. But, you know, I love him. I do, but I can't stay in his house.
I know that's real.
I can't
So
stay in his house.
she wants to know what's the most courageous thing that you've done. Everybody think of that short answer.
I guess it's really it's a life thing. It's just really just going after what I want. Just removing all the boundaries and just saying, hey, do it and go for it.
I can attest to that because everybody that I'm around, that I've been around, unless they're in the entertainment industry, they don't understand what I'm trying to do. And a lot of individuals have said, well, Wes, are you going to be working? Are you going to have a job? Before they would say, well, that's what's up. That's a beautiful thing. You should go ahead and go for it. So, yeah, that's the courageous thing to do because, I mean, the safe thing to do would be work a regular 9 to 5 and pay your bills and make sure everything is good. But, you know, I tell people that I make my money off of YouTube. Everybody said, well, you ain't got a job. I file taxes just like y'all bitches do. So I do have a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just like being courageous in the sense of chasing your dreams because people don't look at it as like that's a safe thing to do. They just like, oh, child, he gonna be running around for forever. He needs to just stop and get a job. So yeah, for me, that would be the most courageous thing is chasing your dreams and not saving face and being like, oh, well, I'm just gonna work here for the rest of my life.
Agreed.
For me, I think the most courageous thing I did would be accepting the fact that I have no parents at all anymore.
Oh.
And that took me a little minute. So I'm okay with it. I have accepted his will with it. And we're good.
Oh. Damn.
I gotta go. Like that's that's courageous.
Yeah.
Like that's what I had in my head. That I mean, it just
It blew it out the water.
Yeah. Like so.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Next question. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, so we can move on. All right. So, next question is, if you could ask Donald Trump one question and have a guaranteed truthful and straightforward response, what would it be?
Wow.
Damn.
Are you a racist?
Oh.
He won't answer that.
If he that's what it says. You have to answer honestly. You have to get a truth response. So that's a good question. What would you ask Donald Trump?
I would be straight and blunt. What the hell were you thinking?
Okay.
Running for president when you ain't got no type of
I think we all know. I
He's been running
think
for president since the 80s.
I think we
Can I
know.
get two
The
questions?
Simpsons already predicted that he was going to be president. So the Simpsons stay predicting shit that actually comes true.
I want to get two questions.
What's that?
My first question is why Betsy DeVos? Why? Because honestly,
Why all of them?
Right.
No, but
The
I'm
whole
just saying.
cabinet
At
in
least,
itself.
honestly, yeah. But come on, at least the rest of them have done like something. She's like the only one. I mean, Ben Carson's an idiot, but he is a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
But he's responsible for housing
What can he
development.
do with housing?
Right.
I'm not defending
Not that
him.
he's not the Surgeon General.
I'm not defending him.
Right. So
I'm not
this is
defending them. I'm
right.
just saying, like, at least they have some type of professional experience. This one don't even know what the hell she doing, what she talking about.
The Donald Trump don't even know what the
My
hell he
second
doing.
question is a more direct one. Why ban the 7 countries that we haven't been attacked from before, and why not ban the ones that you have business deals in?
All right.
But that's why.
All
Because
right.
he's got business to figure.
I mean, yeah, but I
Y'all got
just
a
don't
question?
think. I mean,
That hammer gonna hit the nail real soon. It's gonna hit the nail.
Did the judge
real
already
soon.
turned
They
it
blocked
down?
it. Yeah, they
So,
blocked it.
you know,
But he's talking about he's gonna do it.
he gonna take the judge to court though. He gonna take the judge to court.
It's already going to the Supreme Court.
he's gonna appeal, and they're gonna say no.
But he's talking about doing another executive order around that.
Okay.
So
I think
this might happen again.
And I think you need a lot of clarification too, because people say, "Oh,
You need
Obama did
clarification.
Obama did the
As-
same thing." Obama did not do the same thing.
No. Well, he banned
It was
immigration for immigration purposes, not because
Refugees.
Right, not because he
Right,
was
but he only
he
did it
felt
for like a
threatened.
6-month span, and that's because something happened. What was that stage? Something happened, and it made him. He shut it down for like 6 months. But he strengthened the way we vet people coming into the country. It was never.
Because the
nothing.
vetting process is a long
It's
process.
long as like 18 months.
Yeah.
So it's honestly, it wasn't even like this. Like what it is now. I honestly, like I said,
It's a shit show.
It's just honestly, he don't like Mexican people.
He's a television. He's already a television personality. So for him getting the presidency, it just.
Someone asked Dr. Phil the other day and said, "Do you think he's a narcissist?" And Dr. Phil didn't say yes or no, but he read off all the symptoms of someone who's narcissistic, and it just check.
I know that's real. So, what is a personal trait of yours that everyone loves, and a personal trait that people dislike? This is from Sherry_Street Smart. That's a great. I'm gonna come back on the scene.
I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Is it TV?
Not a radio.
That's my alarm clock. Back when I used to have a regular human slave drive, it used to wake me up.
A radio human slave.
I used to talk to him every morning. I said, "Hey, what you doing on my way to the plantation?" Really?
Okay. On the way to the plantation.
Yes, if I don't love what I do, if I ain't got my own business, it's a regular human slave drive.
That's true.
If you love it, you love it. If it's your own business, damn it, it's your own business. But if it ain't none of the above, it's a regular human slave drive. Love and dislike.
People like that. I look at both sides of the aisle of situations.
Do you?
I do. I try to give y'all a general. I mean, I've truly learned not to be one-sided, which is one-sided. I do.
You do.
I give you my opinion. I give you my opinion, but you have to learn that's my opinion.
That's what it is.
And if y'all ask me stuff, I'm gonna give you my opinion.
That's what it is.
But then I'm gonna still give you the I'm gonna still give you the textbook. I'm gonna still give you the textbook answer and say, well, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. And then what people dislike about me is this is their opinion. I may shut people out, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, but you ain't shut me out.
I don't shut people. No,
It's
that's a totally different than shut people out.
It's selective.
We just saw.
No, that's totally different. Drake, what's my
We gotta say this about each other.
I was gonna say it's about yourself. Right.
He got all these sound effects over here.
I'm just going.
Yeah. Okay. So
You too.
yeah, I'm gonna figure it out for
Can you select
myself.
alternative facts?
Personal trait of yours that everyone loves. I think people tell me that I'm a people person. People tell me that you've bridged the gap amongst people. It's because of you. Everybody knows each other. Blah 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 and all that. That's what I hear all the time from folks here in Orlando. And if I wasn't a people person, they wouldn't be able to articulate those words whatsoever. What people dislike about me that I've heard, I have been in the past extremely emotional.
Yes.
And very imbalanced in life, mentally and emotionally. So that's what I've heard that people dislike the most.
Especially when intoxicated.
Yes! That's the whole point though. That's what you're supposed to be.
I'm having a flashback.
TC, I don't know why these bitches in my house. They don't like me.
Where my car? Where my car?
And I'm in. Right. Who said it? Say it to my face. Say it to my face. God damn it. Shit. Go ahead. Sheldon. Like and dislike.
I think one of the likes is I think people like my shoulder because they can lean on my shoulder.
And that's what they like about you?
No, that's not. No, but like you can talk to me about anything, or you can come to me about anything, and like we can have a discussion about it, and I'll tell you what you might want to hear, what you don't want to hear, things like that. And I can keep a secret. And I think that one of the things that people don't like about me is that I overthink in my attitude.
Oh, all right.
At least you know.
Oh,
Well, it was no shade. I'm
that was all shade.
self-awareness.
Right, that was an oak tree. That was an oak tree.
That's fine.
That was an oak tree right to the
That's
desert.
fine, girl.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead,
That was no
Shane.
shade. That was no shade.
So one of the, I think people like that I always have a positive attitude, and I think people like that I'm nice to everyone. I think what people don't like is that I can come across as an elitist and that I'm secretive.
All right, you better
But
know
I'm not an
yourself.
elitist. I'm not.
Girl, bye, girl.
That's a big
No, but no, I
to the
no.
Met
Just flash it.
No, but I don't think. I'll just attest to that concept of what people may see as an elitist, because, and I'll dumb it down a lot. Where we were going to continue, O Party would say that he's not an elitist. That's just how I feel, because if he was, he would have never set foot in that venue talking about let's do O Party here.
Right.
So yeah.
No, hey.
They didn't want to man you.
Unlike me, I was like, oh,
Right, he was like, what's that ceiling? Why is that ceiling there? What is that?
It's so petty. So petty.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
So petty.
Love and dislike.
Right. Ooh, you already used the word to define me. I think people like the fact that I'm loving, caring, and genuine. Those are the things that makes me me. But I think that they don't like is that when they're mad about things, I'm so optimistic to the point they can't stand it. So every time something is bad, I'm always there, boom. But think about it this way, think about it that way. And I'm like, damn, just let me be. But at the end of the day, that's just who I am. I try to help even when the help is not needed.
So you're overly positive.
Yeah, I'm always overly positive. You know, but
You be that person to get into a car accident, your neck is broken, and he's like, well, you're gonna be all right. You still got
At
your
least
head.
you're not
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah.
instead of being dramatic, like, oh my God, first you gotta calm down first, because you already freaking out. You feel what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with bringing more positivity. It's not enough of it. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like why not be the one person and just add more to it? You feel me?
Sherry _ Street Smart, you have some great questions.
Yeah,
and
Miss
the
Lady.
dislike?
That was the dislike.
Oh, that was the dislike. That was the
People,
dislike.
yeah, they like.
So, Mr. Drake?
I'm gonna do my dislike first.
Ooh.
So I've been told. Recently, people don't like me because I come off as shady.
Oh.
I come off as I'm shady apparently, and I think that they think I'm very bougie. And
Girl, they ain't gonna see me, girl. You know you shady.
I am not shady. No, I tell somebody. The way I put it is, I'd rather people know how I truly feel about them versus them call me fake. So I don't think it's you. I'm honestly, if you don't like me because I really don't care for you and you know it, I'd rather you be that than call me fake. Honestly.
So what do we like?
No, most people like that. I am very I wouldn't say comedic. I just speak my mind, but apparently it comes out kind of funny a lot of times. A lot of people I could be your best friend. You know, I'm there with you to the end. I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal. When I consider you a friend, I really consider you a friend. And a lot of people really appreciate that in me.
All right. So the last question that Street _ Street Smarts. What was the name? Sherry _ y'all see y'all. There you go. That's one thing people don't like about me. I'm forgetful. But yeah, the last question that she had. What is the best part about being gay? TC.
Is there a best part about being gay?
I was thinking about it as I was asking.
That I'm alive, maybe? I don't know.
That don't count.
I mean, gay doesn't define me, so I can't say the best part about being gay is...
The best part of waking up is
for you.
Yeah, I can't answer that question either. I was really thinking about it as Drake was giving his like and dislike. I was really thinking about how I could answer that, and I really can't answer that. I think there are more negative things about being gay than there are positive, just on a worldly view. But at the same time, that's not how I coast through life. I don't coast through life just because I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really what I offer the world. So I don't really know how to answer that question either. So I'm sorry.
That's how I feel. I mean, just because I'm gay doesn't mean I go around flaunting it like it's just.
Ooh.
I agree with you,
I agree.
guys. However, I do think same gender loving males seem to have some form of artistic ability. Whether it doesn't all have to be like window dressing, but everybody in this there's if I say who can sing in this room, there's somebody gonna be able to check it. Who's an artist? Somebody's gonna check it. Who's good with graphics? Somebody's gonna check it. Who's good with writing? Who's good with acting? Or like, I think with like talents and skills in art in the artistic world, I feel like we've been given that gift.
Okay.
Okay.
Or maybe we should broaden it out. What's good about that we've seen about gays,
Culture.
the gay culture, and I agree with Dale on that.
I can agree with that. What you got to say, Dreads?
It was dread.
Dwayne.
That's
It's
me.
so
Child, don't say that again. I got kind of hot.
Oh man.
I don't know if this answers the question. Because gay doesn't define us, of course, like you said, everybody on this panel says that we all have something that makes us unique, we're more than just gay. But I think once you find out who you are, if you are that gay person, you know what I'm saying? Being the best gay person that I can be, you feel what I'm saying? And being able to help somebody else out who may be struggling on trying to figure out how to be, even though it's not a way of how to be gay, it's just that we like the same gender, you feel what I'm saying? And being able to just be happy in doing that, you feel me? So there's somebody else that's being out there that may be struggling and really don't know, and they're looking for some help, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm not gonna say I'm the best of the best, but whatever I'm able to offer, I would love to share that with somebody else, you feel what I'm saying? And that's the best part about being gay, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you can help somebody else who's going through the same thing from your particular story, from somebody else.
Drake, and then I got one more question.
Yeah, like they say, being gay doesn't really define who I am. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think that, but I don't believe in that at all. But to me, my answer is really super gay. To me, I think the best part of being gay, sometimes I think it's like, well, I really like being gay. It's not because it doesn't define who I am, but I enjoy, having relations with a guy. Like, to me, it brings me comfort. I like it. It's gay as hell, and I don't care. But
Moist behind it.
And,
Hey, what did you call it on one video? What you call it? The kitty? What you call it? The kitty?
Kitty cat, the meow.
so I had to lay her down. I had to lay her to go.
All right. So I had an interesting sidebar, kind of like a not main conversation, but conversation with someone today, and he told me that he does not like being gay.
Don't like himself.
And so my one word response to him was why, and he has yet to respond. So, and I don't want this to be too long and drawn out, but I at one point, I'm just going to speak to you guys. I at one point did not like being gay either, because throughout my childhood, my mother didn't like it. My cousins told me that I had to be straight. My family wasn't structured around gay lifestyle. I grew up in the projects, Bowles Park, Hartford, Connecticut, where you couldn't stand on the corner for too long without having to duck a shot. So that whole lifestyle, that whole world did not appreciate or did not even want to deal with gay. So all of my childhood, I knew that I couldn't hold a Barbie down. I couldn't do any of that dainty stuff. I had to play basketball because I was tall. I had to play football. I had to do all of the masculine stuff. And so I felt like Big Me was incorrect. Big Me was wrong. And so for a long time, I did not want to be gay. But then once I realized that when you become 16, you can have a job, you can start making money. When you become 17, you can go out on your own and live out on your own. When you become 18, you're an adult. I didn't really care about what anybody thought, because I knew that for me, I could get rid of being gay. It was wholeheartedly a part of who I was. So I had to find comfort in that. And then I saw the world and realized that the way that this particular part of my world felt, everybody doesn't feel that way. So for me, I'm just who I am, and I don't hate being gay. I'm who I am. Anyone wants to chime in?
I think a lot of times, when I was graduating in high school, I had an epiphany. Someone asked me, why are you gay? You have to tell people. Honestly, I used to feel like no one chooses to be gay. I mean, why would we? The amount of hurt and pain and suffering that we go through just trying to be ourselves. I wouldn't choose that, and I can relate to that. I don't think I ever hated being gay. I don't think I ever hated being gay, but I tried to hide it. I tried to mask it, and I got to the point to where I was like, this is who I am. I don't care anymore, and I think that a lot of people with your friend who doesn't accept being gay, I think that kind of ties into people who don't really care for being black either, because it's one and the same to me. A lot of times, some black people feel as though because of the way black culture is, a lot of times you only see the bad in black culture. Nobody really ever focuses on the good in black culture. All they see is the hood, the rapping, the shooting, the violence, and then everybody just think about Chicago. That's the thing. So a lot of times, a lot of black people who say they don't like being black is because in their mind, they only see the bad in it. And I think he only kind of sees the bad in being gay. But I think a lot of people, those people you have to really be careful with. You have to kind of cater to those people and show them a different side of what they're experiencing, because they have something deeper going on. That can lead to a whole different growth.
Yeah. But at the same time, they have to be willing to accept.
Exactly.
Not to accept being gay, but they have to be willing to reach out to those different types of outlets in life.
They do.
And understanding that it can be more open. And can I say something, Drake? You have evolved from the first Culture Clubb video to this Culture Clubb in leaps and bounds. You hear me? From the last video that we was on, when you gave your opinion about the black-white relations and everything that we were talking about, I was just like, what the hell? Where did this Drake come from? Drake, you have definitely evolved, man. And my hat goes off to you, brother. You are growing up in front of me in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? And just the course of almost a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I definitely love the direction that you're headed in. It seems like it's a positive, more mature direction and open direction. So definitely appreciate that. How do you feel about not liking being gay?
I've been there. Not in the sense of not liking being gay, but as gay as a sin or whatever, and being in church and all that stuff, and wishing that, trying to get over it. But then you have to live your life for yourself, and you have to, just like everybody else enjoys what they like to do. Just because you like the same gender, that doesn't make who you are, and you have to get over that also. Not make your life be about sex, not make your life be about finding a relationship. Make your life being about living for you and finding who you are, and that's the ultimate goal. It's living for you, and then you can worry about everything else. Then you can say, oh well, I can meet a guy, or if he comes while I'm still finding myself, then cool. But yeah, that's.
I think that I can agree to that. Dale, Sheldon, Dwayne.
I think people have so much going on when they say they don't want to do something anymore. Like, if you're at your job and you're like, oh my God, I hate, I don't want to be a sales associate anymore. It's because you've had a lot of bad experiences. And someone saying, I don't want to be gay anymore, I feel it's because they've gone through so many bad experiences, so many preachers, so many family members, so many exes who have just broken that person down to the point where they're just like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. But how can that person get to the point in their life that they are comfortable when everything around them is telling them it's bad, or all of their experiences have been bad?
Right.
It's almost like a friend saying, well, I'm not going to date a black guy anymore. I'm going to start dating white guys. Because you always had, but like I said, again, stop focusing so much about trying to find somebody.
So maybe the person who said to you they don't want to be gay anymore was a cry for help. Maybe they haven't replied back, but maybe you can
Right.
reach out an olive branch and kind of figure out like, okay, what can I do to help this person?
But I think it always goes back to how you was brought up, because you know when you bring it up with your child, you know you always going to get the Bible thrown at you, or especially if you're in church, or you're going to get talked about at school, or you're going to have these parents that's going to neglect you, you know, things like that. So people are always scared. But in my experience, I've never had my parents throw anything in my face just because I was different from my brother. And they accepted me for who I am, and they never threw the Bible at me, they never talked bad about me, they never did anything in regards to any kind of negativity to bring down my self-esteem, because I think they already knew what I was going to become out to be. And so they always wanted me to have that confidence in me, because when I go out in the real world, that's what I was going to deal with. And so when I come out in the real world, I did deal with that, but I already had instilled in me that, you know, I am who I am and nobody can change that.
And you were super lucky and fortunate.
Right.
Someone who's going through it, how do they get better? How do they accept being gay?
That's really good.
So this was a deep ass video. I want y'all to tune in to the next video. We are going to play Cahoots, Shots, and Dares. We're gonna liven this crew up. This is my last Orlando Culture Club. You wanna bounce on it? You wanna?
See how they do?
Fuck you, Wes! Fuck you!
We gonna see y'all again soon. Yes.